Hi, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Round Robin. I'm your host, Tracy Preston, along with Christine Mulligan, Nina Mulligan, Angela Hafler, and of course, my husband, Todd Preston. Hey, everyone.
Hello. Hey, what's up?
Hey, everybody.
Well, last Friday, Em and I were on our plane heading back to Michigan from California. We talked about that last week. And we were sitting on the plane in Santa Ana. We pushed back and ready to head on out to the tarmac. But we kept hearing this weird click, 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 click. I'm like, what in the hell? And I've been on a ton of planes in the last 10 years traveling for work, and I've never heard a sound like that before. A couple of passengers behind me also kind of like grabbed the flight attendant because we were all kind of looking around like, what in the hell is that sound? And she was like, yeah, we heard that on our way here. She wasn't concerned. And we're all like, something's not right, something's not right. So the next thing we know, over the PA, we hear the pilot announcing that, hey, we're heading back over to the airport. Our engine's not wanting to turn over.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
Oh.
Thank God it didn't quit in midair and you guys crashed on the way here, or that you tried to take off.
No kidding.
What the hell? So we were delayed a couple of hours, but, we made it back home just fine. But it was like, and my daughter was like, she's looking at me with these eyeballs, like huge as saucers. And then anytime she heard anything during the flight, she'd hit me and she'd look at me. She's like, Mom, did you hear that?
Aww.
I'm like, yeah, we're all right. We're all right. It was an uneventful flight, thank God.
Good.
Yeah. And then, the last day that we were there, we had gone to Warner Brothers Studios. My daughter Lauren was like, oh, we got to do the tour there. So I was like, all right. So that was super fun. I learned a bunch. I learned a lot about sets. And now I can't watch a movie without thinking about everything they told me. So, we're driving through the lots and you've got these huge sound studios. And then, of course, there's like downtowns and neighborhoods and all kinds of stuff. And we're driving through there, and I'm like, well, this doesn't look like anything special. I mean, it looks like a town. And you're looking at brick buildings, and then you really start looking at them, and you're like, I don't think that's real because it looks like the material's peeling. And it's not. It's like basically almost like a vinyl flooring that they put up on these buildings and stuff. And it looks like a ghost town, right? The buildings are empty. Like they I forget what he calls them, but there's basically these red flashing lights on a tripod that they set up. So when that light's flashing, they know that you can't go down that area because they're filming something. But it was really, really cool, and I'm also looking around. So there's no signs on the buildings. There's no lights attached to any of the houses, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, well, that's interesting. So apparently what happens is if you're going to film, you are responsible for bringing in everything. And so that made me really think about things I've heard in the past about budgets. Because I'm like, okay, you have to bring your own lights that you attach to the houses for, the lights on the house, all the furnishing, signs, flowers, anything that you're going to decorate that street with. That production company has to bring in themselves.
Didn't you say something about the doorknobs being missing, too?
Yeah, all kinds of stuff. Like, they have to bring in all these things. And then when they're done, they have to leave it the way they found it. They also filmed... Yeah, I just found it very intriguing. And, this is where they also filmed Gilmore Girls, if anybody watches that. That was done.
Oh, I love that movie.
Yep.
I love that show.
Yep, Friends... a handful of different shows that are filmed there. We actually went into one of the Gilmore Girls, the house for the Gilmore Girls. And it's so cool it's so cool. I have pictures. I'll send them to you. It's so cool because when you walk in, like the ceiling's wide open so that they can, drop the booms and all the lights. There is no electricity. There is no air conditioning. There's no heating. They kind of pipe it in with like this big flexible tubing or whatever you would call it. They'll put it in the windows so that if it's too hot, they can have air conditioning, that kind of stuff. So the guy walks over to the sink and he's like, so, do you think this faucet is real? And I said, no, it's not real. And he picks it up. He's like, you're right. He's like, so if you ever see any show that you're watching and they walk over to the sink and they turn it on, turn on the faucet, it's because there's a guy outside with a hose and we cue the hose.
What?
So it kind kind of ruined a lot of movie magic, but it's also really fun. So I totally look at things differently now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I mean, she's watching Gilmore Girls now as well, so she was a little like, oh my god, that's so cool. So it was super fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You guys like the Olympics? You like when you watch the Olympics, right? When they come about, you guys pay attention?
Sometimes.
I try to. Especially gymnastics and stuff, and some of the winter stuff. I try, but I'm not like a diehard. You know, I don't watch everything.
Yeah.
And Nina is a poo-pooer. She's like, whatever, this is dumb.
Yeah.
What?
I don't watch it. I don't watch it because it's supposed to be amateurs. And none of these people are amateurs. This is like literally what they've been doing since they were 5 years old. They've been training for the Olympics. It's not an amateur. Now, I will say, one time at a Home Depot here in Lake Mary, there was a gold medal Olympic winner, and he worked at Home Depot. Was I excited for him? Yes, because he's a regular person. No, they're not. Michael Phelps is not a regular person. Any of the gymnasts are not regular people.
They weren't
Ice
until
skaters
they
are
won.
not regular people.
They weren't until they won. They just
you should
spent
have
a lot of time
to
on their
have
hobby.
a full-time job doing something else other than the sport that you're participating in. And then if you win the gold, I will be impressed.
I don't know.
But if
I
you
know.
are a professional athlete, you are making money as an Olympian. It is so, therefore.
Yeah, but you're not making money as an Olympian until you start winning.
You gotta
I
have the
know,
gold.
It's your whole life. That means that then you are a professional, not
Okay.
a amateur.
As you can see, it's a heated debate for us. So thanks for bringing that back up.
Because, I mean, people are training their entire life because, I mean, that would be your goal, I would imagine, if you were an athlete, to get to the Olympics, to be an Olympian.
Yeah, and make a little bit of sponsor money after you start winning. But until they win, that's completely on their parents' dime from the time that they're like 3 to foster their hobby and support them their whole lives for something that is a hobby and rightfully probably very expensive. I'm sure a lot of our listeners know about travel ball teams and band camps and all that crap that you pay all that money for because your kid likes something. And then they grow up and they're good enough at it that they can win medals. I think that's super cool.
Yeah. Well, and
is.
DeWitt, what was that girl's name? Ah, damn it. I should have looked that up. I just thought about it. But she went to the Olympics in 2012, the year we moved back here. Gymnastics is also my favorite thing. I love to watch the opening ceremonies when I can. I pretty much missed all of the Olympics this last go around. And I love the closing ceremonies as well. I think it's just, the production is just amazing. But do you remember an Olympian in 1984 that was hosted in Los Angeles, Mary Lou Retten? Remember how cute she was?
Yes.
She was she was the cutest thing. She's got to be, I don't know, probably in her 60s by now,
I
mid
think
60s.
so, yeah.
She took the gold. She was just this little tiny powerhouse. She had that cute little haircut and that amazing, big, beautiful, beautiful smile. And she was just 16 years old when she was in the Olympics. However, thanks, Todd. This came from you. According to an article on MSN.com written by Jackson Thompson, she also scored perfect 10s on the floor exercise and vault, and she became the first American woman to win the Olympic all-around title. And after her retirement, she became a motivational speaker on the benefits of nutrition and exercise. So to your point, Nina, after she won the Olympics, here she is. She has this amazing job for the rest of her life. But in 2023, she was diagnosed with what was in this article as, quote, a rare form of pneumonia. She spent a great deal of time in ICU and was almost intubated, but she got through it. But of course, her lungs were terribly scarred. So she is now on continuous oxygen, which is really crazy to see. Yeah, this tough little body, and now she's on oxygen for the rest of her life. But she made headlines recently, and this time it wasn't in a real favorable light. Apparently, she was driving pretty poorly and was pulled over, and she was a little bit belligerent, refusing to take a breathalyzer test. She was aggressive. sassy. She leaned against her SUV with that typical head bobbing. I'm like, this girl looks fucked up. She totally failed her field sobriety test. She kept arguing with the cops that she didn't, but she was arrested and taken to the police department where she finally agreed to a blood alcohol test. But before all that, she said, I know you know who I am. It was a long time ago, Mary. She was charged with 1 count of driving under the influence of alcohol, controlled substances, and or drugs on May 17th, 2025. She was released after posting bond of $1,500, and she also had a $100 fine, which apparently is the standard sentencing guidelines for a first-timer.
Huh.
Seems pretty lenient, if you ask me.
Pretty lenient, yeah.
She, of course, pleaded no contest in court, but later publicly stated, quote, I take full responsibility for my actions. What happened was completely unacceptable. I make no excuses. To my family and friends and fans, I have let you down, and for that I am deeply sorry. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you look it up, it's just really sad. She just looks like a haggard
Yeah.
alcoholic,
Yeah.
to be honest. Plus with
Life be life, and sometimes life be life.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
She was America's sweetheart. It's very sad.
You know what my favorite Olympic sport is? It's curling. I love watching that.
Curling is fun. You got to work hard for
Oh
that.
my gosh! And then the
It's a lot of sweeping.
the team is yelling at the stone as it's going down the ice. You know, like that's gonna make it go where it needs to go. You know, they're like,
It's a lot of nonsense.
a lot of sweeping, and it's like they're blowing on it. Whatever they got to do to make sure it gets to the target. You know.
I would not do well in that sport. I would slip and bust my ass.
Ironically enough, I find watching curling hysterical.
Yeah.
Because the whole thing is very masturbatory. Everything about it is like a spoof on male masturbation. The whole thing.
Oh.
Now, with those lenses, now everybody that's listening to me, with those lenses, it's a peek into my brain. Male masturbatory, that is what curling is, and it's just a theatrical exhibition on male masturbation.
Oh my gosh.
Fast and Furious. They're I don't know. I don't want to say stroking.
The way they stroke it down the aisle, and then it's a team grunting effort. It's hysterical.
Well, thanks, Christine. Now I feel totally weird.
I cannot without laughing my ass off.
Being the only male on the show. Feel a little hot under the collar.
I feel
then.
weird now. Yeah.
It feels a little weird and dirty.
He's like, I just love it. I'm like, oh my God, that's too much.
Of course he loves it. Oh, nice point.
That's funny.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to rock and roll, back in the 80s, I think Ozzy Osbourne, well, even before then, right? He was in like the 60s, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
This guy has had such an amazing career. Now he's finally retired.
Ozzy is finally retired.
Finally call it quits.
Yep.
76 years old, but just gave his last concert with Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
Now, this was a 10-hour finale type concert. It wasn't just Ozzy, because I thought, Ozzy,
Yeah,
how did you do that? But it was hosted by Jason Momoa, Aquaman. And there were a handful of other bands that played, like Metallica and Guns N' Roses, Jack Black, Steven Tyler, and many, many more. Now, like I said, he's 76, but still nails his vocals.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, he has a hard time talking. He always
Well,
was kind of hard to understand anyways, but after he developed Parkinson's, it made it even worse.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2019.
Yep.
he still rocks.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does. Here's what's sad about it is for his entire set, he can't walk around anymore. He sat on a black, it was a really killer chair. It was a black leather high back throne adorned with some, skulls on the hand rests, on the arms, and bats, of course. Don't forget the bats. And this was a sold out show. 40,000 people.
Wow.
40,000. That's massive. Yep. Now, I remember watching him in a concert years ago, and I remember thinking, dude, you're going to fall. Because I don't know if you guys have seen him in some of his older shows in the last handful of years, but like he just kind of runs back and forth on the stage, but it's like he's in a forward, like he's going to fall. I'm like, one of these times, dude, you're going to fall.
He probably has on a few occasions.
Oh God, I hope not. Not on stage. That would be awful.
Biggest fear right there is falling in front of a crowd.
Oh my God, could you imagine? Could you
No.
imagine? Did you guys ever watch the show that he did with Sharon and Kelly and Jack, the
Yeah.
Osbournes?
Yeah.
That was kind of addicting.
Yeah.
They're nuts. That family's crazy as hell. I hope you enjoy your retirement, Ozzy. I hope you have some good quality years left in you.
Oh, something else cool happened at that concert, too.
What?
So, I can't remember his name, but one of the band members of Slipknot proposed to Kelly on stage, and she accepted, so...
What?
Yeah, well, I think
Yeah.
at first they did it backstage, and Ozzy was like, no, we got to take this out and show everybody.
This is my finale,
Yeah,
damn it.
Yep, so proud daddy.
Aw.
Yep,
I wonder who it was. Slipknot's nuts.
yeah.
I freaking love them. We saw them in concert.
You know, I heard they wear the same mask all the time. That's got to be stinky.
No. They
No.
switch it up.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think each member has several different masks too. I think they're similar, but they're a little bit different. Each of them.
They are.
Yeah.
Do you
They
know?
are.
Do you know the name of the lead singer?
Corey Taylor.
Corey
Corey
Taylor.
Taylor.
That dude has
He
a
is
voice
my
unreal.
favorite.
Right.
He can sing like, because it's like raw, like he does all that, but he has an amazing. He has a melody unlike any other. It's a beautiful voice. He has
Yeah.
quite the range. It's
Yeah.
not just the screaming
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
Right. And he also is Stone Sour as well. So
Yep.
he doesn't do just the hard rock. He also does a lot of, well, I mean, it's kind of alternative, but he has an amazingly beautiful voice.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
so powerful.
Yeah,
He has to step away from the mic like a foot
really.
because, yeah, that's how powerful his voice is. Crazy.
it's kinda
He's like one of
kinda
my
like me.
favorites.
Kind of like, yeah.
I gotta back away.
Yeah, I got to keep Todd at least a foot away from the mic. His voice is too deep.
Well, that dude don't have anything on Christine, so she don't even need a mic. She don't even need a mic. Whenever we go to karaoke, that's it. That's all. She's a foot away. The guy's like, you don't even need one. We can hear you just fine.
Yeah, she can belt it out. That's for damn sure. I remember when you guys got married and you guys had the karaoke set up out there. I was like, oh my God, Christina's nailing it. And of course, you, Nina, you always nail it. But I was like, I've never heard Christine sing before. Well, in the car when we're traveling. And then she starts dancing and the car's bumping all over the place. It's the best.
That's awesome.
Super fun.
So cool.
Yeah. I do have some very, very sad news that happened here in Michigan over the 4th of July holiday weekend, though. Mm-hmm. There were 11 deaths, half of which were, this blew my freaking mind, half of these were fathers and sons perished together.
Wow.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there were reports of like these people's young sons falling into ponds, lakes, the big lake, Michigan as well, and pools, struggling and not doing well. And the dads would get in to save them, and the dads drowned as well.
Wow.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. And one of them, the one pool death, happened during a freaking party. Yep. You know, I just couldn't imagine, and I just wanted to send out my deepest condolences to these families because this was shocking news. Todd, you told me about this.
Yeah. I just kind of came across it as I was flipping through my phone. I was like, wow, that's a staggering number, especially for, on a holiday weekend too, because, when people lose family members or friends on holidays, it forever changes that.
That holiday
Holiday.
is not a
Yeah.
holiday anymore.
Yep.
Right.
Just
It's
horrible. Horrible. So anyway, Todd told me about that, and I was looking that up this morning. I'm thinking, oh dear God, how does the dad also drown saving the kid?
Yeah.
Was the dad, I don't want to say anything bad. Anyway, just be safe, guys, out there whenever it's one of these big holidays. If there's drinking involved, watch those kids.
And Lake Michigan's no joke. It's got rough water out there.
Yeah, Lake Michigan is one of the worst.
Yeah.
There was one there, and that actually happened at the Indiana Dunes National Park.
Wow.
Yeah. So, anyway, please be careful, everybody. How about we brighten it up a little bit?
Sure.
That was pretty damn down.
I know. You got me all teary-eyed again.
I know it. It's awful. But I want to talk about something really cool that we just did yesterday.
Yeah.
So our good friend Angela Hayfler and Adam, her husband, they were married this past February. Very intimate setting, very close family and friends. But this weekend we had a party. And I'm telling you right now, I did nothing but I had a stupid ass smile on my face the entire time watching Angela rip on that bass guitar, which by the way is a banging guitar. Girl.
That's a sweet bass. I love that color.
Yeah. Hair all in a mohawk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Rocking it out.
It was so much fun.
Jumping around. I loved it. So Angela's band is called Rebel Slave. And the coolest thing about it, all I kept thinking about watching you guys play, which, by the way, you guys played almost full 3 hours.
Yeah, it was like a concert.
Yeah.
It was your first live show, and it was like a full-on concert.
First live show with the new band members.
Right.
Adam on saxophone and Chad playing lead guitar, which, by the way, he did amazing.
Yeah.
He did.
And you guys have only been playing together as this newly formed group for, what'd you say, a couple months?
Yeah, Chad's been with us for, I think, 2.5 months, and Adam just started a month ago.
Yeah. Totally cool.
Yeah.
So we've got Angela on the bass, her brother Jeremiah playing, I guess it's like acoustic
Guitar.
electric guitar,
Yeah,
and then electric guitar.
Yeah, he plays both.
And he's the lead singer.
Yeah.
And then her cousin Mike on the drums.
Yep.
And then we've got Chad playing lead guitar, and then, of course, Adam on sax.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was blown away.
Adam was blown away.
Thanks.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da.
Adam needs a mic, though, damn it. I told him,
Yeah.
get that mic. Because I could tell he's like, he's blowing some serious tunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was nervous, and he didn't want to, I don't know. It was his first time, too, performing in front of anybody other than just family.
Right.
And so he was a little nervous, and I think that's why he didn't want the mic. But I was like, dude.
I get it, but...
Everybody wanted to hear you.
Yeah, he nailed it. He nailed it. Everybody did.
Yep.
Everybody did. It was hotter than shit,
It was hot.
Yep.
but it could have been worse.
Could have been worse. Now, Ange, aren't you glad you guys didn't play on the deck like you had originally planned? Because you guys would have been
Yes.
baking out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would have been really, really bad.
And thank the gods, those thunderstorms never came.
Yep.
No rain. Yeah.
In the morning, it
It
was
was awesome.
looking
Yeah, it was kind of
pretty
50-50
ominous.
all day.
I was like, oh, please don't let it do this for her today. Don't do it. And it didn't.
It didn't.
It didn't.
No. It was a great
awesome.
day. It was a great night. And I'm sad we couldn't stay for that ginormous bonfire, which you said was not ginormous. It was a freaking mountain
It was.
of trees.
It was
And,
like 16 foot in diameter.
So Michael, my cousin Mike, the drummer, he went and poured gasoline on it and lit it, and it literally it went whoosh.
I bet it
Oh,
did.
wow.
It was a beacon from space.
So, does Mike have eyebrows?
Yes. He's done this many times.
He's a pro. He's a pro.
He's a pro.
Well, it was a great time. Oh, one more thing I think we should talk about before we get on to our round robin recommendations. We did something very cool prior to Angela and Adam's amazing party.
Yep, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
We met with a man named Brian McVeigh, talked about him before. He's one of the owners of Awaken Haunt in Leslie, Michigan. And he had brought up to us, which we also talked about before, about us doing a live show.
Yep.
So we went there yesterday to check out this area because I'm like, well, where is this? So he has this, the big warehouse where they do the haunt. And then outside of that is another building. And in that building is an enclosed stage. Seats 100 people. And I'm telling you, this stage is professional.
Mm-hmm.
Lights, speakers, screens on each side.
Yep.
And they have their liquor license, so they're going to have a bar. So we are going to do our first live show. September 13th.
So excited.
It's a Saturday. And of course, there's going to be drinks there. It's going to be a great time. My mind is racing. Todd's mind is racing. Christine and Nina are coming. And of course, Angela will be there. And Rebecca.
Yeah.
She's going to come too.
Yeah,
That's so cool.
we're gonna make Rebecca go.
I already told her, I'm like, you have to go. And she's like, all right, I'll be there. So we are super excited. So stay tuned, everyone, because, well, we got to promote the show. It's
Yeah.
going to be super fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
And there's only 100 seats. So, and we're going to do the tickets sales online.
Yep.
So we were thinking about doing some at the venue, but Brian was like, that might not be a good idea because if you sell out and then people come and they can't get a seat, that's not going to, they're not going to be happy. So I'm like, I'm taking it from you. You've done, and he has, what was that guy's name? Sperry. Was it David Sperry?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's done a couple live shows there.
Yep.
So it's going to be super cool. I'm very excited. I had butterflies, not only watching my good friend Angela play bass like a beast, but then it's like, then my mind kept thinking about how are we going to do this show? What are we going to do? Blah, blah, blah. And then I was just like, oh my God, Tracy, calm the hell down. Put it out your mind.
Oh, geez. With all the excitement that we had yesterday, poor Tracy, she just passed out on the couch like really early last night. I'm like, what?
My brain was exhausted.
Yeah, she just couldn't.
I bet.
She was running on fumes by the time we got home.
Yep. So we're going to do all 3 shows.
Yes.
We're going to do a Malice show. Then we're going to break that down, set up for round robin, break that down, set up for F-bomb. So it's going to be a full gamut, all 3 shows, September 13th, Saturday.
Yeah.
So we'll keep
That's awesome.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so super happy that, I know it's going to be a lot of juggling for Christine and Nina to get here, but she's promised they're going to be here. So thank you.
Come hell or high water.
Hell or high water. It's going to be super fun.
We'll be there.
Woohoo! I can't wait.
Yay.
Cannot wait. So my brain's racing. How are we going to set up the stage? It's super cool. I was like, wait a minute, Brian. I'm like, is this all your stuff? And he's like, yeah, because I'm thinking, okay, we got to talk about lights and mics and, all that stuff. And I walked in and all that stuff is there.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, that's all mine. Oh, sweet. And he's going to record it for us so we can post it on the podcast.
Isn't that awesome?
That's
It's
amazing.
awesome.
Yep.
Yep.
It's so cool.
And we're going to have merch and little free gifts for everybody who attends. So
Yep.
very excited about that. All right, so more to come. All right, it is time for our round robin recommendations. I need to get a cool sound for that.
That was cool.
Was it cool?
I liked it.
All right.
Recommendations. Yeah.
I know, I'm thinking I need a movie voice. Round robin recommendations. All right, well, who wants to go first? I always pick on Angela.
All right. Nina and I will go first.
All right.
Because we watch the same crap because I ain't got time to be watching my own stuff.
Right.
Anyway, so listen. So there's this show, Too Much. What is it on? Netflix. It's on Netflix. If anybody's ever watched like Emily in Paris, it's kind of like a regular person in London. But it's called Too Much, and this girl is like a regular person. What I mean by that is not to say that she's frumpy or anything, but she's like regular, not model-rific, not like avant-garde ready. Like Emily in Paris, she's a super cute girl, like perfect symmetry in her face, and her body is, chef's kiss per social public society standards. Well, this girl's a regular girl, her body's not perfect, her hair's not perfect all the time, So that's where I kind of lay the difference. And she's a little bit of a hot mess, and she always overshares. So she says a lot of inappropriate things, but they're appropriate to her life and what she's going through. So it's kind of haphazardly hysterical, if that makes sense. Like, she'll be at a dinner party where everybody's being posh, and then she'll start talking about a UTI. You know what I mean?
Oh, nice. I love an overshare.
Actually, like, yeah, she's an oversharer, inappropriate, but doesn't really catch that it's inappropriate. You know, she listens to those intrusive thoughts a lot and kind of goes with that. So I found it really cute and unintentionally funny, like unintentionally hysterical at times. But overall, I mean, it is a sitcom-y kind of, it's supposed to be situational comedy. So it's supposed to be funny, but it's like unintentionally hysterical at times. It's more tangible and real than an Emily in Paris.
Awesome.
But it's very cute. And we watched the whole series in like the last week.
Wow.
So it was easy to get through.
You were committed. I love it.
So it's called Too Much. It's a little bit on the younger scope, but it's cute. It's funny.
It's definitely like a millennial cast.
Yeah.
You know, 30-something. So, but I
Love
think
it.
you can still relate to it. I mean, if you can remember what it was like to
be that
be
age.
in that age and trying to figure yourself out, and of course it has the whole love arc, and it's kind of cliche because it's like the hot, you know, dude who's in a band and he's a rebel, and she would not be what most people would write in as a typical person to date that kind of person, you know, and she has a lot of self-doubt, like, why do you like me? So I think it kind of goes even deeper than maybe the way that she's describing, and other people might hit on that, you know, because it talks a lot about deprogramming what society really has
And healing from
indoctrinated women into believing you have to be in order to be worthy of love. And I think it kind of peels those layers back, which is nice.
yeah, and healing of past relationship traumas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. It's multifaceted, and it was a good show. I liked it, so I definitely recommend it.
I'm going to check
It's called
that out.
Too Much on Netflix.
Awesome. Thank you. All right, hon. What you got?
Nice.
Well, I'm often a slave to nostalgia, so I watched Ferris Bueller's Day Off
Oh.
this week, and I love the John Hughes movies. I could watch them like anytime. It's like even 80s music, you know. I'm always in the mood for it.
Which we listened to on the way home from Angela's.
We sure did. We did.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep. But I love Ferris Bueller. I love that movie. I just love the ridiculousness of it. You know, how everybody thinks that Ferris is like this super. They think he's a righteous dude. And now if you look at Matthew Broderick, you know.
He's kind of nerdy.
He's kind of, yeah. It's like, what?
He goes
Kind
all-
of.
This was Ferris Bueller?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so. But
What did you watch it on, hon?
what did I watch it on? Jeez, I don't know. I think I just voice searched it and it came up and I was like, it's free, sweet.
We love free. We hate having to pay for movies.
Right.
Especially that god awful one we tried to watch the other day. Remember?
Right.
Todd was like, "Oh my god, I got the best scary movie for us. It's gonna be awesome." This one guy was recommending it, so we're like, "Okay." So we searched and we're like, "Ugh, it's $3.99." But the way this guy talked about it,
Yeah, you like really talked it up and I was like, okay, he said it's like the most brutal horror movie of all time, and what did we get, like 7 minutes into it? This
sucks.
This is stupid, and I'm
Garden
gonna
of Eden. Don't
yeah.
ever watch it.
Yeah,
Stupid.
stupid.
But that's not my recommendation.
No.
All right, Angela, what do you have? Thanks, hon.
Yeah.
I have an oldie. It's a documentary on Netflix, and it's one of my favorites. I used to watch it with my grandson when he was a baby all the time. It would calm him down because he was kind of colicky, and he cried a lot. So we'd watch it, and I watched it last week, and it's nostalgic for me, but it's called My Octopus Teacher, and it's about a guy who... He was a photographer, and he kind of went through a period in his life where he kind of had like, I I guess maybe like a mental breakdown or some, emotional things going on. And he quit taking pictures, which he was very passionate about. But he swam in the ocean all the time. He lives right next to the ocean, but he'd go diving. And he was down there one day in the ocean, and he came across this octopus. And he thought to himself, well, I'm going to go back tomorrow and see if it's still there. And literally, he developed this relationship with this octopus and followed her throughout her entire life. And he had a hard time because there were things that she went through that he couldn't interfere with because, he's like, I can't do that. That's just nature. And I can't do that. But yet he kind of did. But he developed this relationship, and it was very bittersweet. And he got very emotional. And it always touches my heart. I love octopuses. I think they're amazing creatures, and it's just a great story, and it's very calming, and I don't know. That's my recommendation today.
That's cool. I like octopuses.
I think I've heard of it.
It was great. I bawled for 20 minutes. It was an incredible documentary, and I think is just one that anyone should see because it really does bring together the tie between humans and nature.
Yeah.
Like the incredible bond that these two formed, like you would not think that would be a thing, but it is. It's kind of like when you see a baby deer who's being nursed by a golden retriever. You know what I'm saying? It's like that kind of connection. It's super cool. It's a good show.
I have the goosebumps literally running down both of my legs.
Ooh.
I do.
It's so good.
All right.
So good.
I'm going to make myself do it. I hate crying, but I'll do it for you.
Oh, my God.
I will cry like a baby.
I will cry like a baby.
Todd will cry with
I'll
me.
make weird noises.
You guys made me tear up last night.
Todd will make that ugly crying sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably will too.
You know what? I will interfere and I will save a fucking animal. I don't care. I interfere with
that'd be
the
tough, though.
nature
I know.
cycle all the time. I just saved that dragonfly the other day.
He did.
I had to.
I know.
I was like, no way, man.
He's stuck in a web.
What a way to end. This dude just flying around being cool.
You're not eating it today, Spider.
Nope. Find something else to eat.
Not today. Yeah, he did. We've got pictures of it. It's true. All right.
That's awesome.
Yep. Well, my recommendation actually comes from our Warner Brothers tour. So Lauren she'd seen the whole series and said we needed to watch it. She said it was a great show. It was called Ted Lasso.
Oh, yeah.
It's on Apple TV.
I've not seen it.
We're going to watch it. It's really good. So like I said, you can find it on Apple TV. And this is a sports comedy drama type show starring Jason Sudeikis. I love him.
Yeah.
So, yep. He's really good. And each episode is about 30 minutes. There's a total of 3 seasons. So there's a total of 34 episodes. It's really cute. Hannah Waddingham plays Rebecca Welton. Now, Hannah was in Game of Thrones. We love doing this because almost everything we see, they're like, they're from Game of Thrones. They're from Game of Thrones. They're from Game of Thrones. But this chick, Hannah, I think she was a nun. She was at the monastery, right? And she was the one who shamed Cersei Lannister. Right. And Cersei was played by Lena Headey. Lena Headey. Yeah. And so she was the one that rang the bell saying, shame, shame, as, Cersei had to walk nude down the street for her punishment. I can't remember why she was being punished. Maybe, was it because she was sleeping with her brother?
I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So anyway, Jason Sudeikis plays an American college football coach and is recruited to coach an English Premier League soccer team, which they call football over there, right? So the new owner, which is Hannah, she plays Rebecca, she received this team. This team was given to her through a divorce settlement from her cheating-ass husband of 12 years. So this guy loved this team. He lived it, breathed it, meant everything to her. So her goal Her ultimate goal is to bring this team down in a flaming ball of fire. Hence why she hired Jason Sudeikis to coach the team. He doesn't know anything about English soccer.
Right.
And it is really cute, and she is absolutely ruthless, but Ted is full of charm, and he's kind, and he has great humor. So you can see he's already kind of whittling away at her. Like Lauren and I think maybe through the first season. She's going to make me watch it every night, so it's going to be our thing when I'm back working there next week. So anyway, great watch. Ted Lasso, Apple Plus, Apple TV. So anyway, watch it. It's cute. And he's really plays just the nicest guy ever. And you're like, oh my God. And there's just turmoil all around him. And he just finds a nice way to finesse everything and get things to kind of gel together.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's my recommendation. We have a bunch of great recommendations this week, as we do every week. I love it. So anyway, that's our show for today. So thank you, everyone. And we will see you all back on Friday for F-Bomb. Have a great week, everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Later.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.